Eat, love, pray. It's a soul-searching message, and it clearly resonates with a lot of people. But really, how many of us can trek across the world to find themselves? It's not really on everybody's agenda, you know?
Like Bali, India, not really on the travel plans. Well, Julie Hanks, therapist and owner of Wasatch Family Therapy, says we can have our own Eat, Pray, Love experience without ever leaving home or leaving the country, for that matter.
We can. I can't travel the world for a year. I'd like to, but so we're going to talk about what we can do to rediscover and continue to build our passion for our lives right where we are. You don't have to leave your husband. You don't have to travel anywhere to have that same kind of rediscovery. Okay,
you got some few tips for everybody has this eat, pray, love kind of thing, and for each one of these, we're gonna have a little film clip. We're gonna set it up. So here's a scene from the popular movie you say that we can use to learn from this. Take a look.
I used to have this appetite for my life, and it is just gone. It's a place where I can marvel at something.
She wants to marvel. She wants to feel again.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel dead. Like, okay, nothing's exciting. But the best thing you can do when you feel that way is to venture out of your comfort zone and do something that is different for you. If you know, meet someone outside of your circle of friends. Try something that's scary. Spark that passion for your life again.
You have an example of a local woman who's kind of going out of her way to do that, to try new things and to discover something different.
Yes, and she, Kelly is her name, Kelly O, and she blogged about 55 new things she's tried this year. Wow. And she has a bunch more that she's planning on. One is skydiving. So if that doesn't make you feel alive, I don't know. But just lots of fun things that she's done for the first time.
What were some other examples? I mean, what can women really do if they're not a skydiver per se, or they don't want to take a leap out of a plane? What are some things you can do to kind of stir up that newness and that difference?
You know, Brooke, it can be as simple as take a drive to work a different way. Just get out of the autopilot. Try learning a new skill. Pick up an old hobby that you used to do when you were younger, but you've kind of cut that out because of the busyness and responsibilities. Bring that back in. So get out of that autopilot zone by doing something new, taking risks.
And I love how she's blogging about it. She's documenting it, so she has record of all these new things, and then probably also documenting her aliveness that she feels when she does that too.
Yeah, and she lost 30 pounds. That was one of the things that she did. Fun things that she's tried. Gone to a play that she's always wanted to go to. So you don't have to go far.
Okay, women aren't the only people who are venturing out of their comfort zones. You have a good example of a man who's done this as well.
Yes, my friend Stephen Cap Perry. He was afraid of heights, and so he took his kids hiking and faced that fear and got out of his comfort zone in that way.
So see, that really is facing a fear and breaking the norm. All right, to set up your next tip, here is another clip from the movie Eat, Pray, Love. Take a look.
I'm having a relationship with my pizza.
This is my no carb left behind experiment.
Tell me you're going to encourage us to eat. Tell me you're going to... What's the
gorge yourself with pasta and you'll be fine. Right? Well, the tip here is whatever you're doing, savor your senses. Sometimes we're so into tasks and checking things off a list that we don't actually realize, oh, the sun feels so good on my skin today. Or, oh, can you hear that bird? That's really great. So we get so bogged down in our minds that we don't actually, you know, wow, this is really smooth. I mean, our senses are there to give us pleasure. And so if it's pasta, that's fine. But, you know, a lot of us don't even enjoy eating. We don't really taste our food because we're shoving it down in the car on the way to soccer practice.
One of Oprah's big exercise coaches, that's one of her tips to actually lose weight, is just to savor what you're eating, because we don't. We put it in our mouth, we chew, we swallow, we really don't think about it.
Right. And that's where so much pleasure, our senses are there to give us information, and that's where pleasure comes from. And so if we're disconnected from how we feel, what we smell, see, all of our senses, then we're not really getting the pleasure out of life that we deserve.
Okay, so we're savoring our senses, we're venturing out of our comfort zone. One more, we got to see this little movie clip here.
Okay, simply empty your mind. You're going to sit here for an hour of your life, and you're not moving. Why is this so hard?
Okay, I haven't seen the movie, but when I saw this clip, I just burst out laughing, because can't everyone connect with that? Yeah. Like, just being still is sometimes the hardest thing in the world.
And it takes practice. That's why people say, you know, a yoga practice, or it takes practice to quiet and actually experience what's happening right now. because we're thinking about the past, maybe your regrets, things we wish we'd done differently, or the future. We're planning, okay, what do I have to do tomorrow? What do I, you know, what's the show about? And we're not actually present. And so kids are so good at that. I mean,
maybe your kids. I don't know if mine can't hold still for 30 seconds.
But you know, it's not just about holding still, but it's about enjoying the present moment. And that's what kids are good at. It's like they're not worrying about their spelling test on Friday when it's Monday.
You wish they would, but they don't. Even like on the soccer field, I've seen it so many times. Instead of being like, you know, consumed with the game, all of a sudden they're admiring a dandelion there, or they're turning cartwheels, you know, just because they like what's in their head right there.
So his frustration is coming out. He's like,
the ball's coming, watch out, you know.
But you know, there's some benefit to that. They may not be making the most goals, and that kind of gets dads irritated. So I get that, right? But there is a beauty in that, and we lose that as adults, and we need to practice being in the present moment and really focusing our attention on what's happening right now, and practice pushing other thoughts that try to get in there, concerns.
So is it a learned skill for adults, would you say? It's a learned skill?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, one more clip we want to look at from the movie Eat, Pray, Love, and Learn from On the Other Side. Here we go.
I need to change. Since I was 15, I've either been with a guy or breaking up with a guy. I have not given myself 2 weeks of a breather just to deal with myself.
She needs to deal, basically.
Yeah. And I think in the busyness of life, so many women, they don't listen to their inner voice. They're listening to the needs and the expectations of those around us. And I mean, I feel that way. It's like, oh, wait, what do I want? Mm-hmm. And identifying that. We had some great Facebook posts about, I said, hey, how do you, you know, how do you listen to your inner voice? And I think the first one here is Jenny M. She says, she goes running, and that's her time to really, oh, actually, that was practice mindfulness, sorry. They're both Jenny. Jenny G said, you know, listen to your own voice. And we know what we need, but sometimes we just are too scared or we don't feel deserving of it. And I think that's so true. She says, you know, if you feel like, oh, I need some downtime, I need to get a new book, go do it. If you need time with the girls, go do it. If you need alone time, go do it.
And listen to what you need.
Yes, yes.
You don't have to travel to Bali to do it. You can eat, pray, love right in your own very home.
At home in your own backyard.
There you go. Thanks, Julie.
Thank you.